Hello YouTube and welcome to my VGC team building guide. This guide will go over everything you need to know about making a team in competitive Pokemon. From like the starting point of the team to like how to run it out and how to find out matchups. The format we're going to be building for is Regulation G, but this is just like my general way to build. This is the way I've been building for like almost 2 years now, and I think I reformed it so now I could condense it into a guide to show you guys. Of course, this team building or this style of team building for me has worked over a long time. You know, got a VGC regional win, so I guess it's certified okay at least. Okay. For Regulation G, the starting point is your restricted legendary, like one of these big legendary, or most of them are big, not Cosmog. But these big legendaries that basically surround your whole team. You build your team around it. And it could be a little hard to pick which one you want to use. You can pick the one that best fits your playstyle. Like if you want to set up Tropical, so Calm Mind can work for you. That could work. Or say if you're a hyper offense player, you can go Miraidon with a Choice Specs, Volt Switch, stuff like that. But I pretty much don't have a real playstyle, so for this team, I'm gonna actually take an idea that I got from the most recent Victory Road December challenge. When looking at the stats, you can see that there's quite a few Groudon in top cut. There's 2 in the top 5, which is, well, it's pretty nice. I didn't think Groudon would be seeing usage, so I think I want to build around that today. It's actually a pretty unique restricted Pokemon in the fact that the fact it's a ground type, since it's the only restricted Pokemon that can tank a hit from Miraidon, because even resisted hits into some of these still do a lot. Let me calc that with Origin real quick. Just for comparison. Mono Specs, Terra Electric. Yeah, an Electric Drift still does 80, what, 70, 80%, which that's a huge chunk to bulky resist. So yeah, being able to tank Electric Drifts that easy is pretty unique, so I'm gonna want to build around that. But what the set I want to run on Groudon, I do not know yet. I know they always run Precipice Blades, Fire Punch, and then the rest is pretty open. So I think right now I'm gonna be what we should focus on when team building is once you got your you should build a core or just solid foundation for a team. So I gotta think, okay, what pairs well with Groudon? Well, the first thing I think of pairs well with Groudon is Chi-Yu. That's probably the first thing I think of. Any fire attackers really would work. Or any Pokemon that work in Sun, the Photosynthesis Mons, those could work. Flutter Mane, Reaching Bolt, those are big too. But Roaring Moon could be okay as well. Brute Bonnet has saw some usage. Okay, so with Chi-Yu, its big idea is to do lots of damage. I do not know what set to run on this yet. However, what I was thinking was go Choice Scarf, because you already get the damage from Beads of Ruin, the Sun, Groudon sets up, and then just stab fire damage, your high special attack. So you're gonna have speed with a Choice Scarf, go Heat Wave, Dark Pulse, probably just Overheat and Snarl. This just solid moveset Terra Ghost, let's just go Ghost. And then I'm gonna go into EV spreads later. This is just a simple EV spread, but this is just it's a damage one. You just do lots of damage. Actually, I think we could afford Jolly just for safety into or Timid, for safety into Urshifu. Okay. And so now that I have my general idea, I got to figure out, okay, what matchups would I struggle up against? We can look at the common restricteds, the World Championships, what seems bad here. And I think one that does seem not the best, I know you can barely even see it, but Koraidon, because it can tank Chi-Yu's attacks because it resists Dark, Fire, and then Precipice Blades are probably gonna bounce off of it as well, so I think I want to have a Pokemon that deals with Cryogon, or at least forces it to Terra Fire to open it up to a Precipice Blades. So I'm thinking maybe a Fluttermane, because while Fluttermane pairs well with Chi-Yu, you know, uses its own Beads of Ruin to like boost special attack damage. Groudon's Sun gives it Photosynthesis, which can boost its speed or special attack. And the set I'm thinking about for this, I don't know yet. We can look at like the common one. Okay, this is a support set, which could work here, but I gotta think about my other matchups before I get too deep into that Fluttermane rabbit hole. Anyways, okay, so matchups. Some matchups that my team like might struggle with right now, like maybe a Tropicos, because like Fluttermane can't do too much damage to it, Chi-Yu neither. Ground maybe, but could reverse my Sun, so like maybe like a strong fighting type, like I think that could add to my team. And to be honest, there aren't many. Like the good ones here in this list are like just Iron Hands. I don't think Okidogi could work here. No Sneeze or Urshifu. Basically just Urshifu and Iron Hands. I think I'll try Urshifu for now. I think an idea I can have of this is like what? Clear Amulet coaching on Urshifu. Like it go like Wicked Blow, Close Combat coaching to give the coaching boost to a Groudon. And then like Focus Sash here. Terra Dark or Stellar work. I'm gonna go Dark for now, but like, and then Detect. And then Groudon, I could like run Bulk Up to add to the setup, or maybe I could just go like... Actually, since Urshifu's already using Focus Sash, I can go like Helping Hand, and then Protect. And then we can go like a Choice Specs Fluttermane with like Terra Fairy, Choice Specs, Moonblast, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, Icy Wind, something. Like that right there is a pretty good offensive core, I would say. Like it could, they support each other really well. But now that we have like a solid group of Pokemon bringing to a lot of games, matchups are the big deal, because you want your team not just to be good on its own, but to deal with a lot that's in the metagame. Like basically, like even if your team's strong, if you have a bad matchup, it's gonna be an uphill battle. So what looks bad here? I mean, the immediate thing that stands out here is Kyogre, because like it could replace the Sun with Rain and then just Water Spout quite literally everything. So I have two options here. We could go like Rillaboom, or we could go Raging Bolt. Which, to be honest, which one do I want to add? Actually, wait, I have another idea. Ogerpon Cornerstone, because even though like Groudon like it does well into Miraidon, a Draco Meteor is still gonna like chunk it, or even threaten knockout, so I can redirect that. And then even with Kyogre, like a Power Whip still does like a lot. Like let me calculate real quick. Ogerpon Cornerstone, Kyogre. Okay, Power Whip. Okay, yeah, that does like a lot. Like pretty much a guaranteed OHKO, no matter how much bulk it runs. Like even if it's like 252 HP and 252 here as well. Okay, not always a guaranteed KO, but let's be honest, no Kyogre running that much bulk. It's just for comparison's sake. So like we can go like Ivy Cudgel and then follow me Spiky Shield. And then yeah, I think now the only thing that seems like a worry for this team is like Trick Room stuff with like Calyrex Ice. And I think my actually wrong tab. Right, yeah. like for example, this kind of stuff, like, let's see, like this kind of team. So, of course, the big Pokemon that jumps out to me as a, what you call it, Calyx Ice Check is Photograph, because it can go like Armor Tail to prevent fake outs. Terra, I think Water would be fine here. With like safety goggles, actually, would safety goggles or Citrus work? I think safety goggles, just cause like safety goggles and like foul play to do like big damage to Calyx Ice is like a 2-co, 3-co, which is pretty nice. Trick Room to just either set up Trick Room if I ever need it, or like reverse it. Helping Hand, just another way to boost the damage of like the big guys over here. And then the last move is off to Interpretation, really. Let's see. The common move is Psychic Noise, so I don't think Iron Hands is that much of a problem. Actually, if it's in Trick Room, that might be a problem. Because like if it's facing down like an Ogerpon, we don't want it to Drain Punch, so maybe we can go Psychic Noise. I think for now that'd be fine. Okay, so now like we got like almost the full team. I think the only thing we gotta really change so far is like Terra and Groudon, because well, Fire is obvious. And then like for example, now this is a team now, or almost. We need EV spreads. We already did like Urshifu. Actually no, I think we did Chiyu. And actually Urshifu is simple too. Just do like an Adamant set, because like just big Wicked Blows. Okay, so now that we got like, our team is very synergistic. Like coaching helps with a lot of stuff. Like coaching for Groudon and Ogerpon Cornerstone, and then like Helping Hand boost the damage of pretty much like all of our big attackers. So then we have speed control on Flutter Mane and Photograph, just solid. Or it seems solid. That I think one thing we're gonna get into in a little bit is testing teams, but right now I think the big deal is EV spreads, which I'm gonna show you like how to do a proper one. Like you could just like use the slider, like mess around. You could just click a recommended set. However, what you'll call it, I think having optimal EV spreads is like really good. Okay, so Flutter Mane. Let's try Flutter Mane, because EVing Flutter Mane could be difficult for some people, but I think once we get the hang of it, it's fine. So of course, Flutter Mane's really fast with like timid and a like a pro-synthesis boost. So I think we should just like figure out how much EVs we have to put in HP defense by deciding like Flutter Mane speed stat. Like if we look here, like the common speed tier is like 188, 187, 188. So I think being able to hit 189 would be fine. Oh, I was already there. I swear that's just a coincidence. Okay. And then now now another thing that Flutter Mane has to deal with is priority. And when I think of priority, I think of Chien-Pao Sucker Punch. Chien-Pao. Like Sucker Punch. Oh wait, does this spread already have a good check into Sucker Punch? Oh. I mean, I guess it's just like the recommended EVs. Let me try something right here. This works too. It leaves less for special attack. However, I think what this does is just it frees up a lot of other Flutter Mane calcs, because okay, let me think about it real quick. Because 160, and then that leaves a lot. Let me calculate to Calyx Ice real quick. Calyx Ice Rider. You know, basically just the same amount of defense, just with less points. Let me calc special attackers like Calyx Shadow. Oh wow, okay. It doesn't even OHKO? Wait, what? That's kind of crazy. This is modest, my goodness. Okay, so yeah, I think just like a good special amount of bulk on Flutter could work. Because people don't expect like it to be this bulky on a spec set, then we could just like do something like this. Like that is an okay spread. Like you could go like 100 HP, then like 60 and then put the rest special attack if you feel you're lacking in damage. But I have like a bunch of helping hand everywhere, so I don't think it's as necessary. At least I don't think it will be. It might be, but okay. Now let's get to Groudon, because I feel like Groudon is one that I've never EV'd a Groudon in like ever, so I think that should be a good starting point. I think that we should be able to try it. I think right now I'm gonna test Miraidon, like let's see, Dazzling Gleam. Okay. I could try to EV it to live a Helping Hand Dazzling Gleam, which most Miraidons would not expect. Maybe? Actually, what about a Draco Meteor at -1? Because since Chiga Snarl, if they don't leave Whimsicott, we can like just Snarl it and then get off a big attack with Groudon. Of course, if they do leave with Whimsicott, I gotta figure out. Actually, no. Let me just try like a Dazzling Gleam, because I have Overpunk Cornerstone, so Draco Meteor is kinda handled, kinda. Like Helping Hand, Terra Fairy. Okay, so let's dump some special bulk in it to where it lives. 68, 244, 68. Okay. And then enough attack to where Precipice Blades KOs always. Okay, since we're gonna need. Okay, since a common way to lower the amount of EVs you need to live a specific attack is that you can like increase the defense you're looking for, then you lower HP. It basically just like you can increase the amount of EVs you have left to use, but in return you have like less bulk on that other stat. Like HP is good to invest into because it basically provides bulk for both defense and special defense. But if like you have, but if you just, but of course it costs a lot. So if you can like increase like this, like. Okay, since now we have extra points to add into the defenses, so yeah. Let's see, does 110 hit anything? I could try to outspeed Rillaboom. Actually, no, I can't outspeed Rillaboom, because that would require all these in there. Wait, are these even the right numbers? Okay, aha. Okay, but that's speed times Rillaboom, so I think we could go like this. Of course, this is just a simple way to make an EV spread that I basically only calculated into Miraidon, but I think this could work. Like 196, 204, 412. Boom. Okay. And then I think we have one more to go. Actually, these two, okay. So, I'm gonna go a bit faster with this because I already know where to take these. Okay, so it's Urshifu. Okay, hold on. Overpunk Cornerstone. Wait, was that seriously what I was gonna go for? Oh, Helping Hand, never mind. Since I wanted to leave a Jolly, Mystic Water, Surging Strikes, there we go. And we could just throw it into HP like this. Okay, add 4 to defense, because we're gonna add 4 defense anyways, so like 60, 4, 4. Okay, Jolly. 178 is max, however, I think we could lower it just a little bit. We can have it hit along Ninetales, because I feel like that is like a somewhat used Pokemon. Oh yeah, and it is. You know, I was about. Actually, that's just a speed bump, so why not? Actually, would that be fine? I don't think a level 9 tells us a common enough to prep for, so we could just have it at 173, then just 220 here. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to talk about is attack bump, or like, basically, if you have a nature that boosts something, then it's basically after a certain amount of points, the stat right here would go up 2 for EVs. Like, for example, 148 to 156, that is what we call bump on this Groudon, because it goes from 207 to 209 in just 8 EVs, as opposed to just 207 to 208. So if you ever just like are just looking for a spot to hit an EV, you can go like that. So just go find a bump and then go from there. Okay, and now the final Pokemon to EV on here is Fergraph, which I'm gonna calculate into Calyrex Ice Rider, because I feel like that's the most common, like, or I feel like it's gonna be the biggest scenario where you find it. So actually, wait, I'm running goggles, safety goggles. Okay, does it have the bulk to live 2 glacial lances? Yes, it does. Okay. And to give it just enough bulk for that, then what's a good special attacker to prepare into? Kyogre. We have Terra Water. Does this impact anything? Terra Water. Modest. Okay. And since it's next to Sarina all the time, we can try to fit this. Okay, wait. There you go. And then Calyrex Ice. Let's head back to Calyrex Ice. Okay, since we're gonna need to and then let's see if we can dump this into the Kyogre matchup. Okay. Honest Helping Hand, Terra Water. Since you have to lower HP again. And then Calyrex Ice. Okay, this is gonna take a bit. If this even works. Okay. Kyogre again. Like, making EV spreads like this can be a little bit tedious, but I think it works. Like, you can go. Okay. Okay, wait, that's a max bulk we could put into defense, so we can... Wait, hold on, if it's timid, then don't we have... Okay, since we still have points to invest. So yeah, 44, then we go, like... Actually, that leaves a lot into... So let's see, Modest... Helping Hand, does that change things? Actually, wait, wasn't that just what we were calculating for? Oh my god. Wait, choice specs. We could try calculating for that. Timid, choice specs. Now whatever, I think we could just... Wait, what speed would Fergraph want? Actually, I think we could try to hit 83 to outspeed Tropicos, so like 4-speed Tropicos, so we can like prevent the recovery from leftovers. I feel like that could be good to hit. Helping Hand. Dude, what was the other thing we're trying to hit? Is it Timid? And then just dump the rest into special attack. We're not doing that much damage already, but I think it will be fine. 83, 44. This probably isn't the best spread, but I think it works well enough. And then that is a team. Okay, since now that we have a team here. Okay, since that was just my general process of making teams. However, I think one thing that is overlooked is changing your team, because like, yes, this team works now. However, if we struggle against anything in ladder too much, then it might need to be changed. I think the best way to like analyze your matchups is with a PASRS document. This is a document. I'll leave the links to everything in the description. But basically, this is a document where you can like enter your replays, just like copy and paste the link for replays. You could take notes of how like the game went or your matchup. It then provides you like data of like which Pokemon you terastallize, what Pokemon they bring in the matchup, the team they use, and then like what your most common leads are, how many games you win with like using certain Terras. Like that is pretty. It's just a really good resource for building teams. I use this when like prepping for GCs, not as much regionals, but for GCs all the time. And I feel like it helped. Like I've literally pulled it up like during streams, just so I could look at my matchup. Like for example, what's an example? Like this common like balance team right here. Like I pull up the replay like while I'm in team preview. Then I'll just watch it and see, okay, what's my lead? What's my plan? And then here's how I beat it. Actually, that one I lost, but okay. So I'm pretty sure I went over everything. Let me think. Are there any other resources to go over? Okay, since I'm just gonna go over some resources briefly, and then I think that'll be it for the video. I'll make another video on like testing out teams. Okay, since I think one resource that's really good is Smogon. Like it has a bunch of resources for in of itself or regulation G or any format really. Like it has this nice speed tier spreadsheet. It has like the viability rankings to see like what Pokemon are best. Like example, these are obviously the best restricteds, and actually yeah, these are the top 3, so you know. And then like what else is there? Like even right here it tells you like some resources. VGCPastes Repository, like it has like a bunch of paste of teams that have been doing well. Like let's see, wait, does it have the new regulation G? Okay, yeah, like it shows you like paste that of teams that have been doing well. Like this is like Groudon that's been doing something because it day 2'd Worlds, I think. And then like if you can scroll down, like it has a lot of teams actually. Like just looking at it, oh my god, it's a lot. Okay, weakness policy, Solgallia. Okay, I think I'm done looking at this. Okay. And then another thing is Top Cut Explorer, because it shows you the team, like it has pace of every single team that's been doing well at like events like this Worlds. Then there's like NAIC right here, and then you can like just pull up a team like, hey, this is the team Patrick Connors used to win. And even like recent formats like it even has regulation H, but let's be honest, nobody's playing that anymore. And then and then of course the Nerve Now damage calculator. There's some flaws with it, like I'm pretty sure one time it didn't calc. I forgot, but there was a problem with it that made me switch calcs every now and then. But like you can import sets. Like say if I want it to remember my Groudon spread, you just copy, you paste. You can like give it a name just to like Like, you could just give it a name so you can like just find it, and then boom, my EV spread right here. Oh wow, okay, it can live a water spot. Okay, that's cool. Then what's the final thing I'm just gonna look at? Victory Road. Victory Road holds tournaments like pretty often. It's also just like a news outlet for a bunch of VGC stuff. Like, it has, once it loads anyway. Like, it like holds the World Cup. It just posts news about the games, and then of course, again, they hold tournaments for like big cash prizing, and then you can just look at those. And it's also similar to Top Gun Explorer in that you could see like results from official events. Like, we can go like right. Actually, let's just click this, and then we have like the results from the LAIC, for example. So like, these are a bunch of resources that can help with team building if you're ever stuck. But I think the biggest resource in team building is friends. Like, if you ever like have a problem or something that like you need advice for, always go to friends, or you can like buy coaching. But I think the first place you should go, if like you can't find like a good forum or something, is like, if you have friends that play, ask them, hey, like this team struggles into let's say Cal or Shadow, how can I fix it? And then they will help you with it, or they should help, or not should help, but even then, like, they can help you like practice matchups. They can give you advice. Overall, just like, that is, or this entire video is the way I've been doing it for so long. Like, I've had a group where I build teams with like a bunch of people, and then like we can land on good teams, we can land on bad teams. But I think this is a very simple way of building teams. Just add synergy, just add synergistic mons that fix matchups. Then yeah, that's how I do it. And if this guide doesn't work out for you, there are a bunch of others out there. But this is just coming from me, so hope you guys enjoyed the guide. I certainly did. It's pretty useful. And see you guys in the next one. Peace.